We're going to give that person a time of the day. It's similar to how it were when I was in boxing. My coach. Irfan. Yeah. What is that noise, bro? Hi guys, it's Mateen here, back on another podcast on TENET Talks. Now we're here in a different location. We're not in my living room, unfortunately. I thought I'd switch things up, and I'm joined here with a guest that is in the commercial industry, doing really well. We reached out via social media. Again, your network is your net worth, and I'm happy to have her on board on this podcast. Welcome, Rida. Rida, how are we doing? You okay?
I'm good. Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, yeah, not too bad. Thank you. Thank you for being on this podcast and also recommending the studio as well.
Thank you for having me, and I think it's been like a very long time that we've been discussing that we should be getting together.
Definitely.
It's, I think, the right time and the right place now.
100%. 100%. And Rida, let's hear more about you. Let's let the viewers know more about who Rida is.
So I am a creative producer. I've been doing this for, well over a decade as an individual first, and worked with some amazing clients across the globe, organizations, artists, and brands as well.
Nice.
And since recently, about in 2023, I founded a company, creative agency of my own. It's called EKOIC. And apart from that, I'm running also a lifestyle brand. And yeah, we are still in early stages of the business. And there has been like different stages, but I feel like we are now in a good place where we can do a lot more things and there's more structure. So yeah, there's been a different experience in the sense of being an individual creative producer and then transitioning that into the business model.
I agree.
It's different.
Wearing all the hats for the business, it's very difficult. You need to be you need to wear the hat for the finances, you need to wear the hat for recruitment, we need to wear the hats for marketing. Again, going a bit off topic, but schools don't really teach you that. So a lot of the universities and colleges, they don't teach you how to run your own business. They just teach you the basics on how things are. But yeah, where did the spark begin? How did it all begin?
Well, if we go completely back, it started off as every single creative person, being in your bedroom, just creating. So I was, I was a teenager, was in my bedroom making remixes. I was always very interested in music and editing itself. But at that time, like 10, 12 years ago, as a 14-year-old or, like even 12 to 13 years old, we didn't have a name of what this is called at the time. And there was no education. So I am from Amsterdam, born and bred there in the Netherlands. And at that time, there was not many opportunities for creative people. There was radio, there was TV at the time, but there was not much awareness of, this is what you can do in media. So that's how it started. I was just posting things for the fun of it, making remixes of different artists and things. And it became a bit serious when I thought, okay, this could be something. I was exploring education, higher education in media. And there were, like I said, there were not many options in Europe. So then I decided, okay, I will move to London for my higher education. And that didn't happen at the time. So I instead went to Pakistan, to other places to get some more experience and do my A-levels over there. And that's from there, then I went to London. And that's when it became a bit serious, where I knew, okay, this is the direction I would like to go. And even at that time, I didn't know if I would like to be an editor or a producer or a filmmaker, nothing. I was just exploring everything and anything.
What was the education like in Pakistan? I mean, I know that the culture is completely different to the UK because I was born and bred here in the UK. But yeah, what was it like over in Pakistan in terms of the education?
It was completely different. I was only there for a short 8 months, to be honest. And then I just transitioned into coming back to Netherlands, doing private education there, finishing everything over from there. And then for my associates, I moved to London. And then I did my uni and everything else followed. But if you specifically speak of Pakistan, how it is, it's different. The media landscape is obviously different, the culture is different, but is a good learning experience. My dad always used to say that don't limit yourself.
No.
So you should know every element, what's going on in the media industry. At that time, we used to always say media, media communication, media industry. So just get a taste of everything. And that was something I was very grateful to be instilled from the beginning. And that prompted me to go to different places, see what's going on in Europe. And, like every other places. So, because markets are different everywhere.
Yeah, and it's similar to what my dad used to say as well, especially when it comes to like traveling. You need to widen your horizon.
Yeah.
The world is bigger than it is in, like, I'm from Sheffield. The world is bigger than it is in Sheffield. The world is bigger than it is in Amsterdam. Go and see the world for what it is. And again, and not only that, not only see the world for what it is, but connect with amazing people. You meet amazing people, like likewise with yourself. I mean, I'm still a bit shocked she's from Amsterdam, but yeah, it's what it is. So then after like you transitioned over into London at university and you graduated, what was the next step for you after that?
Well, throughout my university career, I would say that I was not even at uni, to be honest.
Oh, you
and
you,
really? Yeah. You know this thing you said that you don't learn everything when it comes to the practical side of things, the reality of the business and everything. Yeah. So I had this fear in my heart, I would say, that if I don't have, because that's what the tutors say to you, you need to have professional experience, you have to workplace, you have to have this. And so in my heart, I had this thing of how do I stand out? And I need to have experience in any shape and form. So anything that was coming my way, I was applying, whether it was through career departments in the uni, even just applying myself, digging everything online.
Yeah, nice.
And that's how I got, I did some amazing things in television as a runner, production assistant, and that's how it all started. And then some big opportunities came up where I was applying for big organizations like Disney and Warner Brothers and all of that. And that's how everything then changed for me. But I'm very grateful for the tutors and the mentors that I had at the time. Not just, even when I was having, these workplace experiences as an intern before my uni in Europe or everywhere else, there were some people that I met, they were very supportive of, okay, she's got something, there is an opportunity there. So they gave me a lot of free hand. Even my uni did. It's like, this is okay. We will figure something out.
Nice.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And they prepared me completely, like even for because they knew the gravity of the things. So I didn't know how to conduct interviews. I didn't know how to apply. I didn't know how to speak or convert that conversation in my favor. And that's what they did for me. They guided me. We were, sitting in front of cameras and they're recording me the whole interview. And I was like, how do we really need to do this? It's like, no, you need to figure out your body language. This is how somebody is going to be perceiving you. But yeah, that's how my whole university career, I was everywhere. And my mentors allowed me to be.
It's good, yeah. I think as well, not only were your mentors there for you, but they also saw the spark and the passion. And once they saw that, they helped you, embrace it. Because if they see a uni student that's not putting in the work ethic, they think, okay, he's just a wannabe uni, here for the short-term pleasures, not here for long-term. Then they're not going to give that person a time of the day. On the boxing. So my trainer was one of those people, shout out to him, but he if you didn't show up and show commitment, he wouldn't give you time, like on the pads, learning the technique, giving you the extra push.
Yeah.
If he saw you were coming like once or twice a week, he would just leave you to it. And I think a lot of teachers, even myself, I feel like if a student shows me a certain inspiration or certain spark, I would invest in him. And I think because you showed that initiative, they gave you that extra mentorship to then push you to get to the next level and to get you prepared. And I think that's something that a lot of uni students, if they do study media, they need to show that enthusiasm. They need to have that spark in them. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I do.
Cool. So after the uni, how did you get to where you were in terms of doing your commercial gigs and everything? How did that all come across?
I think, like I mentioned, I was always in different landscapes anyway. So film, TV, doing reality TV shows as well, factual documentaries. I was having a taste of everything. And the commercial side of things, I got more interested because it was short. It was not a long production where, it's going months and months and for years and years. And there is a spark in working on something that is a big production, but I was losing a bit of patience as well. So, working on one project with the same team and, it's not like, obviously it's like a bit of security as well. That's not
agree,
what
yeah.
I'm saying. Obviously, you've got a project going on for a long time, and it's amazing to be part of that. But I think the spark for commercial side mainly came because I understood brand more, brand language, positioning, and that's with every brand. It could be, you know, a company or a business, but it could also be an artist or, you know, an individual person. And just the presenting of that, that was something that was more of a driving force for me. But later down the line, when we are going to be speaking about my business, I found a way to intertwine both of them into filmmaking when I saw the gap. But that's how the commercial side kicked in.
Yeah, I mean, how has the commercial game changed for you? Because over the years, everything used to be, you know, captured professionally, but now people are these TikTokers and content creators filming it on their phones. I bet that's made a massive like change in the industry. I mean, it's probably made changes in your business as well, and changes in like what you can offer to clients. But how has that all affected you?
Well, I feel like it's not that I feel like it's a fact that there is always going to be different methods of creation and different platforms of creation. Everything is still, you know, valid in any shape or form because other clients, different clients have different needs, and technology since then has advanced to so much that you can do a lot of things with less investment.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with it. But yes, you do have to adapt. But then it comes down again to the needs and the platform you're working for and the needs of what is the goal actually. Is it consumerism? Is it, you know, it could be anything. Is it emotional connection? If you know the goal, then you decide the platform and the method around it.
Nice.
But the way it has changed is, yes, a lot of the industry, when I basically started my company, it was a period after COVID where a lot of the TV industry peers and individuals were having a hard time landing TV shows or even films, short films, and it was a tough period for everybody. Everybody was recalibrating because there was an economic crisis suddenly, and there were these shows or these, you know, productions cost a lot of money, and everybody has made loads of investments for these cameras. Then there was suddenly a question of, do we even need it? But we still believed in the traditional platforms. Like even if you look at the editing softwares, there is, you know, DaVinci is one of Blackmagic is one of the, you know, old school traditional methods that is still used in TV. And there's been like an advancement of the landscape, yes, but there are still people, there's still organizations, they still go with the old school methods when there is teamwork involved and there is higher stakes. And that's something that's a differentiation, I would say. And when it comes to social media, when it comes to TikTok or Instagram, that's just another method again. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just a different audience, a different vision as well.
I like that mentality. You've got to survive, you know, survival of the fittest. You got to adapt.
Yeah.
You know, like for now, example, you've got, when I first started, everything was shot horizontally. So like I'd be used to holding my camera out like this. And then, yeah, you have to do that now, you know, or you use a phone, but you have to adapt. Again, you can't just be sat here complaining about certain changes. You have to just go with it. And the moment you don't go with the trends in the industry and how the industry is going, you're going to fall behind. And when you fall behind, you lose business.
This is something that I would like to mention as well. When there was COVID, for example, I was not producing at the time. My journey started as a production assistant and going into junior producing and everything, but I found my feet more in editing and visual effects first. After that, professionally, when it became serious. And a lot of the people, because I was very hungry for, you know, learning different things, a lot of the people in the industry used to say to me, no, you need to stick to this. You need to stick to editing, you need to stick to why you're using the camera, why you're on set, why you're open for all of these things. And I used to say like, yeah, but what if I'm stuck and I don't know? But even as a foundation, it's good to know the entire pipeline of the production. So, but when then COVID hit and a lot of the editors themselves, they were jobless, made redundant, I had this instinct of adapt, and that's how I survived. I went into animation because everything was shut down. There was nothing happening. There was no shoots happening. No editing was happening. The other older ones that were in the pipeline, it took a year for that to be released. And that was just then the old production pipeline. But then the new work was not coming in anymore because the shoots were shut down. nothing was working. So that's then for me adapting, survival. That's survival. Learning new skills and just winging it and doing it with confidence, I would say.
Fake it till you make it.
Just going all in. I remember when I knew a bit of foundation about animation, motion graphics and things, but it's not like I could be as professional as somebody who's been doing it for Disney, for example, or as a proper professional person. But yeah, spending, tight deadlines, but spending day and night learning that and doing it in your own room, for example, keeping it to yourself and grinding 24/7 to meet that, learn that, and meet that quality, not just the creators, the quality, what they're expecting. That's quiet grind.
Okay, that's good. I mean, but for the viewers out there, what is it that drives your hunger? So what is it that pushes you? When you were starting to create, was like putting in that grind. What was it what was your why? What was it that drove you?
My why was the process, I would say, how everything pans out. So you have a blank canvas and you can make it however you would want it to be. That was initially also how I started as a creative person, the satisfaction of seeing it all come together. But when I got into the commercial side of the business, the kick was more understanding the clients, the budgets, the sponsors, everything, and knowing their mind inside out and hitting that as a creative, satisfying them as well, people and decision makers. That was the kick as well. Like, oh, I understand this now.
It's more about the people than it is creating.
Yeah.
If you think about it logically, it's more about fulfilling their needs, finding out what they want, and also providing that good customer service.
Yes.
And delivering on time. That's it. And that's what it is. I think in the commercial industries, it's a lot more simple because you've not done many weddings, have you?
Not done any weddings.
Would you want to do any weddings?
I am scared of weddings. I would love to. I mean, if it's like for somebody who's my relative or whatever, I've done it like I think casually once, really close relative, but it's like something, it's beautifully done. It's such a high stake. For me, it's a high stake thing. Some other people say no, commercial is high stake, but for me, commercial is still emotionless business.
And it's controlled.
Yeah.
It's controlled.
And no, but even with filmmaking, it's not really controlled, like documentary filmmaking.
True.
If that makes sense, but because weddings are such an emotional part of somebody's life, there is emotions involved, and anytime there is emotions involved, I feel scared.
So like if there's a ruxity, you start crying as well. If there's certain scenes that happen, you'd feel you
lose
feel
clarity as well. I mean, not me, but the person, the day of the person, that is very important to that person. And I think it's not like I am shying away or whatever. If something comes up, I will do it and I will nail it. But to me, I would say I would just not prefer to. It's a beautiful day for somebody, and if I am confident enough to do it, but I would not prefer to.
Oh, it's what it is. Everyone has their preferences, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to find out what suits you in the creative industry. But nice. I mean, well, if you ever do a wedding, we'll have you back on the podcast and talk to us about your experience. What is it that scares you besides the emotion? What is one thing in the weddings, in Asian weddings, that scares you?
Asian weddings. Yeah. I've attended many, but it's the chaos. It's the lack of structure.
Shouting.
It's everything is always late. So I feel like kudos to you guys for putting up with it.
You know what it is? It's more dealing with the people than it is filming.
People management.
Yeah. It's like you've got to be polite and professional at the same time.
Yeah.
And one thing I hate is children just being let out on the leash, like little children. Like, don't get me wrong, I love them to bits, but 4 or 5 year olds just running around causing chaos and havoc. And they always seem to. My tripod. I mean, I don't know about other creatives, but my tripod, my camera, they have eyes for it. They want to go and see it. They want to go and touch it and play with it. And that's what it is. It's always like children trying to go towards the cameras and try and grab it or go touch it or do something with it. A lot of the times parents trying to control them. But yeah, just if you're new to weddings, just watch out for the children, guys. That's just some advice I can give. But not only that, for me, I mean, the reason why I love weddings so much is when I see other people smiling and having fun. It's contagious. Yeah, it's just like I'm capturing a very, very special moment, and I feel privileged and honored to do that. Not only that, it makes me smile, but the editing is long. The people are hard to work with, but But the food is 10 out of 10. It's always 10 out of 10. I always get treated like a king. I always get treated like a king. And if I don't get my food, I'm deleting the footage. I'm joking. I'm not actually going to do that. But I've heard horror stories. But I mean, I appreciate every client that I've had. They've always taken care of me, and that's one thing about the weddings in the Asian community. They always take care of you. And I'm not like trying to be like racist or anything, but in the English, I've done English weddings, and they just cast you away. Like, you know, when it comes to food time, they say,
really?
Yeah, they say get your own food. They say there's a storeroom there. Help yourself, like not help yourself, but like go for your lunch, which is I think it's a bit disrespectful. Because the other people, like there were a violinist, there were a DJ, they got invited, but me and the photographers and the other videographer, we just got casted away. And certain English weddings, they do that. But with the Asian community, they all are bringing you in. It's all for one. Even the Sikhs, the Hindus, they're always trying to like look after everyone at the event.
I think it's the culture.
It's the culture, 100%. I agree. Not that we're saying the English weddings are bad, but
I think our love language is a lot about food.
100%, I agree.
That's why as well, and hospitality, just getting everybody in, enjoying that.
Forcing them to eat. Because I remember my British friend, he joined me on the wedding. He did like some behind the scenes for me, and they made him eat, and he was like, I can't eat anymore. They were forcing him, putting it on his plate. He was like, I can't eat anymore. But it's just the welcoming, and that's what I really love and I really enjoy. But so let's start off now, with your business. So how did that come across? How did the name originate as well?
So how did that come about? It came about when I had reached a point in my career where I wanted control. I wanted to work on things that I preferred, but also because I saw a gap, mainly. So the gap that I saw was that, there was at the time, in 2023. So I saw a lot of social media content and the saturation of it, and all these tactics that you see. You open your social media and everybody's teaching you something. Of scroll this, and this is how you go viral. This is how you do this and this and that. And a lot of there was a wave after COVID time as well. Influencers, content creators, and which is amazing. But the gap that I saw was, for brands specifically, was the short form content was ruling, and people were forgetting the importance of the long form content, but content that had clarity, positioning, and message.
That's right.
So I thought, okay, I'm going to intertwine this and come up with something to do, which is, clarity, positioning, message. You can throw something in the air for people to see, content wise, but it doesn't have messaging, tone, positioning, structure. It's not going to land. So a lot of the people, when I started out, because I built the portfolio and everything first, a lot of the people, when you speak specifically of social media, they're like, oh, can you do content? Can you do this? Can you do that? Yeah, but what's the strategy? And it's not just about social media strategy, it's about brand strategy.
Brand image.
We don't do social media strategy, we do brand strategy, positioning, tone, messaging. What's your message? And that's the difference. That's when you hit conversion. When you can speak better than the consumer or your audience, and you solve a problem and you articulate that better than the consumer or your audience, that's when you hit conversion, not just visibility. So that's the gap what I saw. The other gap that I saw was the power of filmmaking that we were forgetting about. There was a lot of content that will make like scroll stopping content. There was a lot of that which is different part of marketing, is viral marketing.
And chasing the numbers.
So that's a different method of marketing. I wanted to come back to the original purpose of filmmaking, which is always, if you go uni, they say storytelling. No, so specifically what is the original purpose of filmmaking or storytelling is inform, educate, and entertain. And if you are a public broadcasting channel like BBC, that's their whole model that is around. The content should be informing, educating, and entertaining. So, and that's what every organization focuses on as well. And we were forgetting that because of the rise of the social media. And there is so much power in original methods and traditional methods that I wanted to bring that back. And I started that as a movement of, no, we're not doing this. This is what we're doing. We're going back. We're returning to traditional filmmaking and messaging and storytelling. So that was the initial prompt in me. And then the name came, I would say, randomly, because it took me very long to come with the name.
It's difficult.
It is difficult, but then suddenly something hit me. Like, you know, you wake up and you're like, oh, this makes sense. It goes exactly with what I stand for, or the vision.
Like
or
a light bulb. Like
yeah.
a light bulb. Yeah.
So the name is EKOIC. It resonates, and it literally stands for the values that we stand for. It is something that is long lasting, and it echoes. It doesn't shout. So basically, filmmaking and stories that echo and they leave a lasting impression, they leave a lasting result, impact, and they're not forgotten.
Oh, the name speaks for itself.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Can you give me a good example of like your like marketing and branding, something that you've seen online, and like, wow, they know what their brand is through the marketing?
There are so many.
What's your favorite? And what's something that you've seen recently, or like something that off the top of your head that you were like, wow? Like, for example, McDonald's, you always see the red, the yellow, the arches. I'm loving it. Like, you know, straight away. And it's, straight away it's a McDonald's commercial when it's on the radio, when it's on the screen because of the colors, and on the radio because of the whistling. Like certain stuff like that. Like, what's your favorite? I mean, for me, it's Apple. I just love Apple for its simplicity. It'll just show the iPhone, and that's it. iPhone 17, literally, and it will like in orange.
Yeah.
And people want to buy it because they look at it and it looks clean. Like, you just see the iPhone, you'll see the colors, and then you just see the Apple logo.
But that comes down to the positioning as well. Exactly. They have positioned themselves in 100%. A way that the language they speak visually, it lands.
And it's clean.
It's clean, because that's what they stand for. So one example, I would say, I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's Grace Beverly's business is called Tala. It's an activewear. And it's a different type of marketing, but it's effective. And the things that they have done is, community-led, connection, emotion. And that's what I've been teaching when I was starting out. That's what I was trying to explain to people around Yorkshire and Leeds and everything, that it's not about viral marketing. That comes later.
Yeah.
It comes later. It could be a campaign. It could be done as a one-off or twice in a year. But it cannot be your business structure.
No. Not many people understand that, especially like upcoming businesses. They just want to chase the numbers. And a lot of the times when I spoke to someone recently, he wanted to join the commercial industry and do like UGC content, user generated content. And I goes to him, okay, how are you going to set up your page? He's like, I'm going to buy followers. I'm going to post and buy like 40,000 followers that you see on social media, certain amount of pages, social media agencies as well. They'll have like 40,000, 20,000 followers. But if you look at how much numbers and likes they have on the posts, is very minimal. But I don't really see that for me is not being genuine. For me, being genuine is doing the grind, is focusing on, because the more reps you put in, the better you get at it. The more reps you put in the marketing, the better you get, and the better brand image you get, the people you attract more, you attract the right people. Whereas if you just like do it in a fast track way, you're missing out certain steps which would then not complete your business, in my opinion anyway.
I mean, as a brand themselves, or as an individual who's starting out, we're speaking specifically of social media now, but I feel the social media is just a medium, and your brand is everything outside of it. It's just the visibility that you can expect, I feel, as somebody who's a brand. It could be an individual or a company or whatever. But the brands that I've worked with, for example, or that I've tried to teach with as well, that are not educated enough, everything you do outside of it, the foundation, that's what matters. But most of them, I mean, some of them, what they do is they don't understand their own business model or structure themselves. And first thing they do is create a social media profile. But there is so much, 6-7 months maybe in advance, or even a year, of trying to figure out, what do you offer? What are you? Who's your audience? Where are you going? And then the second step is, how do you translate that into visuals, design, language, tone, the words, vocabulary, and everything you're using? And then the next step is marketing.
Exactly.
That's literally the last step.
But you got to plan, because if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail.
Yeah.
There's that saying, But I like that mentality. So a lot of people in the industry don't plan. They think, okay, yeah, we'll just throw content out. But then they're not attracting the right people. They're not getting what they want to achieve. And most of the time, they're spending money on content that it's just like it's not completing their business, and it's not focusing on their goals. But
it's really just thinking, like I said, as a brand, if you know exactly what your consumer eats, drinks, sits, sleeps when they what the consumer behavior is, you can literally speak to them as a friend, build 100%. An emotional connection, 100%. And that is going to last you longer than any climate and any economic crisis. Because when that consumer is going to have £10 in the bank account, they're going to choose you because they feel part of your community. They resonate with you. Their brand loyalty is going to be long lasting.
I agree.
And instead of somebody having a quick rise in sales because of viral tactics or whatsoever, that because the consumer is not going to be loyal to you. They just saw you, they liked it, and they jumped on the hype wagon.
Yes, yeah.
They don't know you.
No, they don't.
They didn't bother reading what you are about.
Yeah, exactly. All they just see is content. That's it.
Yeah.
But let's talk more about your business. So, just let us know, like, how is it set? So let's say I was a client, and I approach you. I own like a restaurant, and I provide Asian food. How would the process be for you to achieve, the marketing strategy that I want? How would it work? How would the consultation work? How would it all work?
For a restaurant,
For me, a restaurant, I provide Asian food. I'm a Pakistani cuisine. Yeah.
We have worked with a handful of restaurants. It always comes down to the question of what's missing, what's the gap, what are they trying to do? And my first questions or the conceptualizing first starts with figuring out what's missing for them and how are we going to get there, in what time frame and what period. And it could be anything, like I'm saying, if you're a filmmaker, if you're a content creator, if you do not have the intention kind of a thing of what are we trying to achieve, then you're already on the wrong side. Don't get me wrong, there is a beautiful outcomes as well with winging it. And, on the spot you can come up with creative ideas or, whilst you're there. But you still have to understand to some extent where you're headed towards. So the outcome could be anything. It could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be a community. It has to be a goal. So once you know that, then you can, our process then is that we tell them that this is missing, this is how it's going to work, and then this is the results you're going to see. And then we align together and we translate that into the visual form, storytelling of it. And it could be in any shape or form. So we do brand stories, and that's our main service that we provide. And it's a different format. So it could be a landing page video, an about me section, it could be testimonials, it could be real origin stories of where they started, how did they did. And these are all done as like the second funnel of the marketing. The third is conversion, the first is discovery. So the discovery is just the first impression, and they should know in 5 seconds what this stands for. And the second, if somebody's done deep to make that conversion, is trust building. So the trust building is where the emotional connection happens. And then the third is, yes, the click of, oh, there is no question, I need to buy this, or I need to, go for this person, because there is authenticity, there is a vision, there is a mission, there is everything that they stand for, and I understand it and I support that, and that's what sets them apart from competition.
But so in the creative industry, they know, the client knows that you care about them. And once the client knows you care about them, you have that long-term partnership, long-term goal, where you focus with them, and that way you have guaranteed income basically as well. How many people are in your business now?
We have about, all of us are 4.
Nice.
And we literally I got everybody together just about last year. Before, I was hiring everybody freelance basis, and there was a lot of figuring things out. Understands you, who's understanding me, are we on the same page? So it's been a very much of a trial and error for me.
What's been the biggest challenge you've had setting up this whole business? Something that's
the transition from a creative individual
It is. I think that's very, very
It's
difficult.
very, very hard. You have to stop thinking like an independent person, and you have to start leading, and you have to take it seriously.
What advice can you give for leadership? How do you become a good leader? Not a dictator, but like a good leader to lead your team into
Understanding that you are nothing without them, and you have to think far ahead, translate that to your team members as well. And the person who thinks that they're a one-man show or a one-woman show, they're lying to themselves. I would say, because I mean, this is something that I've learned throughout my career anyway, that you, as a creative person, if you're working alongside, a team, you cannot be, because I come from a background where an editor is doing something, there are 3 other camera operators, there is a director, there is a producer. So there was a sense of knowledge that, okay, we all did this together. And we couldn't have delivered this without each other. So there was always this togetherness and appreciation for each other. So that's something I carried into the business as well.
Nice, I like that, yeah.
Because I'm nothing if that person doesn't do this, if somebody's not doing email marketing, somebody's not doing social media, the other person is not replying to queries or whatever. There's so many legs that are needed to stand on all the areas to work. And when it comes to leadership, specifically, it's a hard job, because in the beginning I was a bit afraid and thinking of this, people are dependent on me, I'm the one who needs to provide, I'm the one who they're looking up to, for example, and I have to make decisions. That's scary, because when you're working as an individual freelancer or independent contractor, you always have people, supervisors, senior people whom you can go for advice, and now I'm the one coming for advice. Whom do I go to? Who's going to guide me?
Do you have a mentor? Someone like that you speak to?
I can go back to people and say, I mean, even the people or mentors I haven't spoken to in years, and I don't speak to them daily. I can ring them up and say, this happened, I'm in a crisis, I don't know what to do. But that's still different, because most of them were all creatives. This is the business now. So a lot of the people that advised me throughout my business journey, they advised me through the lens of a creative
person,
So I couldn't take that advice on board respectfully. And that's what I used to keep saying, no, I cannot do this. No, I cannot do this. You need to understand this. No, Rida, they tried to convince me. I said, no, listen, I know this is not good business. This is not good for the business. That's why I'm saying the transition, thinking like a creative and presenting yourself as a business, it's a whole different ball game.
It's like your baby now. You've got to nurture it. You've got to teach it the right way, and not feed it any negative and information that you don't want to feed it. You want to nurture it every day, innit? But yeah, and where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
I would like to, the same thing that I said, like I would like to grow into or scaling into something or a business that, while scaling, that I don't lose the core values that I initially started with.
Would you relocate? Yeah. Would you relocate like the UK? So let's say like Dubai now, for example, it's the hub for for content creation and businesses and influencers. Would you ever travel to Dubai or Qatar?
I have traveled anyway, so I think that everything I went through throughout my journey set me up for today.
Okay,
That's what I always keep saying. So since my dad always had no boundaries. To me, it was always no boundaries. It doesn't matter where I live. It's very easy to travel.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Always falls back to what your dad was saying about boundaries.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's good mentality.
I've never felt like I have a limitation. So I've been to America, I've been to Europe, I've been everywhere. I've been to there as well. I've got some clients in America. I've got some different places and different connections, and something always comes up. And when people say, oh, Yorkshire based, Manchester based, London based, I never said that.
Yeah, you're limiting yourself. The moment you say that is you're limiting. Unless, depending on what sort of business you're in, you're limiting yourself. If you're online, I wouldn't say you're Yorkshire based. Just have it out there, that you can try, that you're willing to work worldwide.
No, but that works as well for some people. Sometimes when I'm recruiting somebody or I need some creative help, it's nice to know, okay, somebody's London based, somebody's Birmingham based, somebody is, the location. That's good as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. Once you get to know them,
Yeah, 100%. But if your say business model is, or your value that you're bringing to the table is further than the location you're based, it doesn't matter anymore. You can go anywhere. It's literally about what you're bringing to the table, and you will go anywhere to deliver that.
There are no boundaries.
No,
There are no boundaries.
Yeah.
I like, I might steal that actually. That is actually decent. But like, what advice can you give now to, let's say someone that's watching this now, they've applied for university, they want to get into content creation, they want to learn more about the industry. What advice can you give them? What is vital for them to learn?
If you are in your university career, I would say get out there, but don't look down on university or education, because there are a lot of people that say now that, oh, you can be self-taught and everything else, but I feel like education is just the beginning, that it is going to give you a foundation, the literal foundation that, the history, filmmaking or media, and how did we come about. So that's going to set you up as a business or as an individual of what's the history behind it, but also it's going to teach you people skills. So you can by all means be a solo creator, but it's never gonna be as good as when you are in a team. Learn from people that have been in your senior position, learn from businesses that have been at least in business for a decade, and learn from them. And there's so many things, it's not just about the income. There's so much learning to do. Yeah, from people. There are people skills, there's people management, there is budgeting, high pressure,
Editing,
pivoting as well.
Yeah.
But these are all things that I feel like getting into the business or as a solo creator, for example, if you're going independent or a freelancer, it becomes less about the creative part and technical part. It doesn't matter. It does not matter anymore.
Would you say that's like 10% in?
I would say that, yeah.
And
The
90%
rest,
is people.
yeah.
It's how you deal with
It's not even people, it's understanding what you offer. Your offer is 90%. The rest of it, you can figure out in your own time. You can educate, you can learn it. The other technical and the creative things, it's already in you. You're a creative person, it's already in you.
I like that, yeah. That's good. That's actually, we'll do some quick fire questions. So what is one rule you follow in business?
What will I follow?
That you always stick to?
Transparency and honesty with the people you're working with. And I have more interest in what the benefit of the client is rather than me. So I don't even speak about money. I am always speaking about what benefits them in the longer term and everything else, and that's what people will pick up on as well. If you're immediately speaking about what's the package, what's the this, what's that, and that goes the other way as well. If somebody comes to you window shopping, that person is not serious. They don't know your value, they don't understand creative, they don't know business at all. So I ignore them. Straightforward. So the same way, if somebody serious comes to you and you speak immediately about numbers and package, then that person is also going to think, oh, they're too quick to speak about it. You need to understand them first. So that's my first rule, understanding them and wishing them the best first.
Nice, I like that. And what's some advice you can give to your younger self? So like if you were to maybe go back in time, and if you were to give some advice to your younger self, what would it be?
That everything is a blessing and a lesson. So just let the nature and the universe play it out, and just be open for every opportunity. The moment you limit yourself, that's when a lot of things can close down for you as well. And be open to learning. Don't be afraid.
And not only that, like we all believe that God works in mysterious ways, and He always does something for a reason. Like again, the mistakes you made is God testing you, because He knows that you have the strength to go through the problems and the challenges He throws at you. But yeah, nice. And what's the best investment you've ever made? Is it a camera?
No.
Unfortunately.
The best investment I have ever made. There's so many. Best investment, I think with myself.
In your time, yeah. Nice.
Myself.
I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, it's if you don't trust yourself or gamble on yourself, who else is going to do it for you?
That is a real. That's a real right there. That's good. I like that. Oh, let's quickly touch up as well on you've got a secondary business as well. Again, we've been speaking more about your primary, but you're setting up is it a clothing brand?
No, it's a lifestyle brand. So we do fragrances and mind and body. It's a product-based brand.
Nice. And is that going to be like completely e-commerce, or will you be having a store?
It's been in the business for about 4 years or something, I would say. But that started because I took a break from filmmaking myself, I was burnt out 7 months in. 7 months, I mean, I was not working.
Wow.
I was 2 months on bed rest as well. So that's how the brand started, came about. And we are e-commerce completely at the moment, but we are looking forward this year, inshallah, to go retail as well.
Nice.
So,
how do you deal with burnout? So to the creatives out there, what advice can you give to them about burnout? Because it is real. A lot of people do go through.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries. Do not, everything else can wait. Your health cannot. Your time, your own, your time with your family, your parents, your whoever. I mean, even with yourself, doing little things with for your health, having a coffee or have proper boundaries. Like you need those things first, and then the client and the work comes. And I am guilty of that. I've done it in my professional as an individual person, but also in the business, where you've got periods of 6 months is very busy, and then you think, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't. But it's the fear that drives us. But when you let go of that fear and you put yourself first, that's then where everything aligned. That's how everything aligned for me. I think I have this thing of I don't care. It will come. Your reputation, your respect, your portfolio, your money, the income, everything is going to fall into place when you become fearless. Because people can smell the fear, the desperation, lack of confidence, and that's how they judge you. That maybe the offer she is providing in the business is not strong enough.
I like that.
If you are strong enough in your offer, you have nothing to fear. You have nothing to lose. So have that nothing to lose attitude.
A good poker face as well.
It's not even about the poker. It's just it's just being confident and believing that your work is worth it and you're bringing something invaluable to the table. And every person, every creative industry, individual or business does, because we are individuals. At the end of the day, we are creatives, and our lens, the way we look at life and create, is unique. So yes, you are invaluable, and the moment you start believing that, I think that's alignment. The world changes.
Yeah.
And it's with everything. It's not even with creative. If you don't believe in yourself.
In general, yeah, I agree. Everything just kind of like falls down. The domino effect. So it'll just happen one by one. Okay, cool. So we are coming on to the end of the podcast. And Rida, honestly, it's been really good. I mean, this is my first time meeting Rida in person. We spoke various amount of times online, and we've been trying to get this podcast on for nearly, how long has it been? Maybe is it a year? Has it been a year?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
We've been speaking about it for a while.
For a long time. I mean, again, the podcast is growing. There's going to be a few more guests lined up on TENET Talks. So, guys, just bear with me. Things will happen. But Rida, now it's time for you to tell the viewers where they can find you, and also your business. If you basically, the camera is all yours. If you want to let them know about you and where they can find you. And
I am available on social media as my full name is Rida Sharif, and that's my main platform. And my business name is EKOIC. So if you'd like to reach out or even have some advice and just general support, feel free to reach out, and I'm available for serious people who want to do something long term, not
nice.
Short term, quick wins just because it's trending.
Nice. And just to add as well, everything that's Rida's social media will be in the link in the description below, guys. And also, if you have any questions, again, you can drop her a message or drop a comment below, and I'll reach out to Rida and she can answer it and she can get back to you. But I'm hopeful to have Rida again. Maybe I'm thinking maybe in 5 years' time. 5 years' time, we will do another podcast, and we'll see where both of us are in terms of our journey. If Rida has actually scaled, if she's still where she is, we'll reflect on what we spoke about today, and there's no pressure. So don't worry about it. But yeah, it's been really good, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to TENET Productions. Reach out to me on social media if you have any questions, and yeah, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Thanks. If I were good, bro, long term, then they're not going to give that person a time of the day. It's similar to how it were when I was in boxing. My coach. Irfan.
Yeah.
What is that noise, bro?
Fire alarm.
This is bloopers. This is bloopers, by the way.
Doesn't look like anyone's going anywhere. I think we're all good.
It's all good now.
Should we?
Yeah, no one's going anywhere.
All right. Was it a drill or something? Yeah.
It's probably just a test.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
We're still recording, so you can carry on going.
Yeah, you know what? We'll add that to the bloopers if I may.
Okay.
Lee's podcast studio fire alarm drill on Monday, around about
11.
11 o'clock. They always have a test on, so just bear that in mind, guys.